This week's guest has been a musician at Tootsie's on Broadway in downtown Nashville, parlayed that into a career as an operations manager at an unnamed but notorious downtown Broadway bar. And he's double fisting with us today. It's Jason Emery.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this where we...
Yep. We
Thank
add.
you,
We always want to do a drop of
Thank
claps,
you,
and then I forget until this moment every
Exact
time
moment, yeah.
that we're supposed to have drops ready. But we did our own claps.
I probably wouldn't have gotten more claps than that unless they were computer generated. So no worries.
The AI claps.
No worries at all.
I didn't realize Tootsie's. You were playing music at Tootsie's. That is, as far as I know, that is a kind of coveted position in the music world.
I had an in for sure. But yeah, it is. I mean, Tootsie's is I think, they used to tell us, you look up Honky Tonk in the dictionary and there's Tootsie's, right?
Yep.
I think some of that is definitely true. I think it's overplayed to kind of get the tourist in there as well. But yeah, it was awesome. It was very cool. I mean, I was coming from Los Angeles. I was making music for television commercials in Los Angeles, but like trying to have my band and do the whole thing.
Yep.
So it was cool to get to Nashville and immediately get a job at probably the most famous honky tonk in the world.
How did you? Is just connections?
Yeah. I mean, it's being networked in seems to be the best way to go about anything. My good buddy, he and his wife moved here about a year and a half before my wife and I did.
Okay.
And he was not yet managing. Not necessarily managing, but running a Nashville enterprise. You could have almost called it a monopoly at that point.
Okay.
Back then. But he was a good buddy of mine, and he said, "Hey," he wasn't there yet. They were courting him. They were trying to get him to come and do that job for them. And he said, "I've got you an audition." I went. I did that. I played a song in the back room at Tootsie's.
So that's how it works. So they say, hey, we've got a guy who could be good for this. You get taken to the back room to do an audition. It's just you in there.
Well, you say taken to the back room. There was no couch. I'll tell you that. There was no couch. There was a stage, but it was, now they do this whole audition process where and then while I was there for a while, it was like Saturdays. You would just come down at a certain time. You'd get up on stage and all that kind of stuff. It was in that the infancy of that stage where I came along.
Okay.
And so that connection was able to say, hey, try this guy out. I got up in the back room and I played a song.
What'd you play?
I played Superstition by Stevie Wonder.
Okay. A honky tonk classic.
A honky tonk classic. I still swear that I never heard that song. I say I never heard that song on Broadway, but I had been in town 15 minutes. So maybe that's irrelevant. But I still say that I brought that song to Broadway. Stevie brought it to the world. But anyway, I played that song, and at the end of it, one of the owners, he came up and he was like, "Man, that was great. That was awesome. Now come here." And he took me to the front room and to the front stage. And he literally stopped the band in the middle of one of their songs and told the guitar player, said, "He's going to get up and do one now."
Wow.
And I was like, well, this is uncomfortable.
Were you nervous, or were you like, this is what I came here to do. I'm ready.
I felt I wasn't nervous about performing. I was nervous because I felt like he was an asshole to the band that was on the stage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, this is my introduction to the Nashville musician community.
Right.
Because
they're going to be like, who is this guy who just showed up?
Check out this new guy.
Yeah.
And then, it was literally the guy tells me, he goes, this was his brother, actually, after the second performance of the same song. The brother tells me, "Hey, man, don't cut that hair. The girls are going to like that hair. Don't cut that hair. You're going to make a lot of money. Don't cut that hair, man."
All right.
And I'm just like, this is fucking weird.
Okay.
Like, I immediately was kind of like, I don't like this.
So you had the look, you had the sound, as they say.
I guess.
Yeah.
As you said, I guess. Never been comfortable with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And so then I guess the rest is history. You start playing there. What is that like? Playing in a band or playing shows versus playing at I feel like a very respected position within music, but you are playing for just really drunk people in really loud bars. What is that as a musician?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't one of those really drunk people in the early days
While playing.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable on camera. It's like, what do I say between songs? All that kind of stuff has always played a part. And then when you're entertaining the tourists downtown in Nashville, it's like, that's a huge part of it.
Oh, the in-between.
So
you're an entertainer. You're not just there
correct.
to play the chords.
Yeah. And especially when you're playing cover songs in a bar in downtown Nashville.
Right.
It's
the experience. You have to give them the experience.
Yeah. Whereas, the thing that attracted me to music was writing my own songs, recording my own songs. I could just, at gigs or opening for whoever, you could shut your eyes and deliver it and be who you were. Yeah. But that was easier for me. But the Tootsies thing did not last long. I mean, my career as a musician in Nashville did not last very long.
How long we're talking?
2 months.
Okay, so yeah, it was a brief run.
It was a very brief run.
What was the end of that? What was the?
Luke Bryan released another song.
Okay.
I couldn't do it anymore, man. When it was floating down the Flint River,
Okay. So you just said I can't keep doing this.
It wasn't what I loved about music. And being a lifelong musician, I've worked in bars and clubs and restaurants trying to keep the bills paid my whole life. So I had a lot of experience with bartending, with serving, with just being on the crew in a venue or a place like that. And it dawned on me how much money the barbacks were making.
Okay.
It was nuts.
What are they making? What are they pulling down? I mean, in those days.
Well, so in those days, it was more
what
than it
was
is
those
now.
days, just for the
those
context?
days. I moved here at the my wife and I moved here at the very end of 2011.
Okay, so not crazy long ago.
No, not crazy long ago, but it was at that time. Nashville had just been dubbed an it city, whatever.
Sure.
Whatever that means.
But that was at the very turn. 2011 was right. That's about when I got here. Mm-hmm. The change was happening.
Correct.
That it's becoming something.
And still happening.
Because you got here.
Yeah,
you showed up, and then this place really turned around.
I've done what I can, and now it's time to leave. But
you brought us superstition, and now you're getting out of here.
I brought Stevie Wonder to Broadway. Oh God.
You're 2 months. With the barbacks. Wait.
Okay.
In 2011, the barbacks are making what?
Easy on a Thursday through Sunday. The barbacks were probably walking with at least 500 a night, at least.
Wow.
It was nuts, but it was also this culture of like, how good are you taking care of your bartender, and then a lot of it too was, that bartender's actually taking care of that barback, at the end of the night. I mean, there was a lot of that going on, but these guys were making a lot of money. And
what were the bartenders making?
Oh, that was nuts. That was nuts. I don't think it's been spread out now.
Okay.
I think Broadway and the surrounding area the immediate surrounding area has been oversaturated. So I think that money has spread out.
Okay. So in 2011, a bartender
the girls,
making...
I'm in like a Thursday through Sunday or whatever. I have $1,200 a night.
Whoa!
Not even
$1,200 a night.
I mean, a lot of new boobs bought.
Yes.
A lot of new cars bought.
Had a big weekend.
A lot of houses, down payments made on houses.
Just on a couple good weekends.
I mean, it would probably take more than a couple good weekends, but the boobs maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. The boobs seem to be cheaper than the houses, although the boobs end up making, people have to buy houses afterwards.
To fit all that new chest.
I guess I'm speaking divorce.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of money. So I saw what the barbacks were making. I'm like, okay, I'm going to start barbacking and playing. I'm going to do this whole thing. And
Well, now,
then
well, before we get off it though, if you don't mind me asking,
I
if you're
don't.
playing music down at Tootsie's in 2011, what is the musician making then?
oh, less than $50 a man at the point. At that point,
Whoa, for the whole night?
For the band. So they're 4-hour sets, no breaks.
$12.50 an hour?
Yeah, probably about that. But here's the thing: it's the tips.
Got it.
So any tourist that comes to town, they've been warned. If they've done their research online, they've been warned. Like, make sure you bring cash to the bar to tip the bands.
Gotcha.
The misconception is that the bars don't pay the bands. That's not true. The bars pay the bands.
Okay.
They just don't pay them what they should
Gotcha.
because they're subsidizing with the tips.
Okay, kind of like
And
being a server.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they teach, exactly like that.
Yeah.
But they'll teach the bands how to. They would call it running the jug. The band will play. It's like maybe the bass player gets down and is running the jug.
Got it.
And the singer plays bass on the next song or does an acoustic number. Give time for people to go to the bathroom or whatever. But the entertainment continues. It's a tough gig.
But this is why having great hair helps. You go down there, you run a little jug with some great hair with the locks.
Yeah.
You're cleaning up for the whole band.
And I mean, 50 a man, when I started, 50 a man, it might have even been less than that.
Wow. Yeah.
And we're talking, 2012. And so we didn't make that much.
Okay.
There was the $50 check for each of us, and then there was whatever we made in tips. I don't know. Sometimes it was a couple $100. Sometimes it was 75 a man.
Right.
The bands, though, they've been trained, they've been taught how to get up there, run the jug. I mean, it's a $20 request. Like, if you request a song, they're expecting $20.
Right.
If you are requesting Devil Went Down to Georgia because they have a fiddle player, that's a $100 song.
Wow.
And it's just become part of the culture down there where they're like, that's a $100 song. And they'll do this thing where they're like, it doesn't have to be your 100, brother, or your 100, brother. It could be her 20, his 20.
I've seen that.
That 20. Yeah, it happens all the time.
That one and Freebird are $100.
Freebird, yeah. And it's funny because like the guy at the bar I was managing would do that solo note for note.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was worth it.
Yeah.
It was
I'd
awesome.
expect that for 100.
It was awesome. Whether you like the song or not, to watch this guy just rip that to shreds. I mean, note for note, it was like, that's awesome. Yeah.
Man, but isn't that part of the experience then at that point where it's like we're raising money to get this song on stage?
Yeah, I think so.
It feels like we're a community experience.
There's only a few places in the world where you can make a living doing it, and that is Nashville, Tennessee, probably number one.
Okay.
You could make money in Memphis playing the blues. You could make money and make a living doing that. New Orleans would be the other one.
Yeah.
But, it's jazz. It's a different type of music. It's a different type of experience and all of that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Nashville's a pretty special place for that. It really is.
You can be a middle-class musician here
Yeah.
where you probably can't almost any other city.
Yeah, you can support a family. You could do it's pretty cool.
So eventually you work out of the playing music realm and you work into the operations realm,
Yeah,
but you're still downtown.
rather quickly, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what the best way to phrase it is. Day to day, I feel like there's so much that's going on. I have some friends who have like worked at bars downtown. It always sounds insane. It just sounds like so much is going on
Every day.
every day.
Yeah.
What is like a run of show for the day at a bar downtown? One of the big ones.
And so depending on level of management and whatnot, I mean, there was myself and another gentleman that basically day-to-day operations of we called it a Mega-Tonk when it first opened. We were the first ones with 3 floors, 3 open-air balconies on those 3 floors.
Yeah.
3 bands on those stages. So our the KM, the kitchen manager, would get there at 8:30
Okay.
because kitchens were not that huge of a deal
Right.
in 2012, early 2012 on Broadway. You needed to start. You had to do. I think it was 10% of your sales. I may be incorrect on this, but I think it was 10% of your sales had to be food. So you had
According
to
to
offer
who?
some food. The city, the law. Yeah,
So you had to make sure that at least 10% of what you were selling was food, not beverage.
correct.
Okay. To
Correct.
be like a restaurant
Yes,
and not just a bar.
yes.
Okay.
Again, look, I'm sure people could poke holes in all of that, but I'm pretty sure that's the gist of it. Yeah.
Let
At
'em
least
poke
that's
holes
what
in
I
the
was
comments.
operating under, and
Yeah.
that maybe that explains why I don't do it anymore. But
I always like getting things wrong because then people will comment and it only helps us.
yeah,
So especially if you're just a little wrong, is the best way to be wrong. Because they go, actually, it's 12.5%. And you're like, thank you for the comment.
Yeah.
Also share this.
thank you for the comment. Please do share, and
See you next week.
I hope you have just as much time on your hands next week.
Yes. But I think that, so they're trying to make sure you're a restaurant and not a bar for whatever reason the
Yeah.
city is doing that. So you got to keep 10% food.
So the kitchen manager would show up at 8:30 in the morning, sometimes 8 o'clock. It would depend. And then either the other gentleman or myself would be there at 9.
Okay.
Now, I think we both so both of us had kids, and both of us were, trying to be dads at the same time as working in this mayhem. But it was very much, you get there at 9 if you were that guy that day. You'd get there at 9, and you leave when you can. Which sometimes that was 3 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Sometimes it was 4:30 in the morning.
Oh,
So
there's no set hours.
There were no set hours. No, it was we were salaried managers. So it was, listen, we pay you this much a year to make sure that place does what this place needs to do.
Yeah.
So make sure that happens.
When do people start showing up?
He and I started, we were the first ones to go ahead and start our live music at 10 a.m. instead of 11 a.m.
Oh.
So everybody else was opening at 11 a.m. with live music going. And then not all of them even had bands going at 11 a.m. But we decided, hey, good decision. 10 a.m. band is up and running. Doors are open.
Were you guys the only
you wouldn't
ones
believe
open?
it, but we weren't the only ones. Sometimes, but not all the time. Sometimes other places were open. I mean, it was a little different.
They'd be open
back
with no
then.
band.
Yeah, sometimes.
So you
but
guys
nobody
are the
had live
only
music.
music
at 10.
playing.
Yeah, correct.
So if you're like,
and so
hey,
it would just bring people into the door.
we're here. Our flight got in at 6 this morning. We're gonna Uber straight downtown. The
on
only show in
Broadway.
town that has music.
There it is.
So you're the 10 a.m. crowd.
We're gonna drink enough to get kicked out of this place by 11:30, which happened for sure.
So people,
Which is, I mean, it's nuts, man.
people are ripping at 10 a.m.
Absolutely.
Is it like is it just people like tourists, or is it like people that live here?
No, nobody that lives here.
Yeah.
Nobody
It's
that
all
lives here.
people on vacation.
If it was people that lived here, it was
Yeah.
like we just came down from the lake.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like we're downtown. This is crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I told so and so the owner. I said I was coming down. You tell him I'm here. I'm like, he doesn't take my call.
I told it's me.
I'm like, shit.
So 10 in the morning,
Oh,
you've
yeah,
got people
absolutely.
wandering in,
Yeah,
getting presumably shit-faced drunk,
100%.
and listening to music, having a good time.
Having a great time.
So as the
Usually
day,
behaving themselves okay. But
Okay.
not
Hey,
always.
that's not bad. Let's hear for Nashville. The people who, if you start drinking at 10 and behave yourself, that's pretty good. But
man, I'm kicking ass. Then.
what's the worst hour of the day to be trying to run the bar?
I mean, without a doubt, closing time.
Okay. Which is when?
Without a doubt. The bar has to be clear by 3 a.m.
So
the
the
bar has
worst
to be
hour is
empty.
2 to 3 a.m. is the worst hour. And
100% is the worst.
what's going on from 2 to 3 that is making it? I mean, you can imagine, but what's going on?
Well, there's the people having sex in the photo booth. There's, your server getting a blowjob from a married woman in the alley whose husband's pacing back and forth. You know what I mean? There's the fights, because when it comes time to make sure that the building is clear, your security guards, and hopefully you've done a good job of kind of coaching them up, or even a good job of hiring people with stable emotions, you know, that don't get too carried away, which is not that easy to find, honestly, unfortunately. You know, when you have to start telling people to leave, which I always, you know, we would always let our security guards do that, and I would put certain guys in charge of that. But my head of security, I love him. He's awesome. He's gone on to be a GM down there. He's fantastic. I mean, he plays by the rules. He did not one sip of alcohol, not anything while he's working. The guy is fantastic. Love you, buddy. You know who you are. But he was the worst at kicking people out at the end of the night. At the end of the night, I'd always be like, man, let somebody else do it. Let somebody else do it.
He was just too agreeable?
No, he was too asshole.
Oh.
He started conflict.
Correct. Without realizing he was starting the conflict, he was starting
So
the
play that
conflict.
conversation out. I'm a drunk guy. Hey, I'm having fun at your bar. Hi, dude.
Flip the lights on abruptly. Pay your tabs and get the f- out now. And then, I mean, I'm talking, this guy is pushing 400 pounds. And he's like 6'4". He's just a massive human being.
Yeah.
And then you get the guys that are like, yeah, I'm finishing, I'm going, you know, which I kind of understand that. I mean, we've probably all been that guy at some point, right?
Sure.
Like, I'm being reasonable, I'm
Here
going.
we go, yeah.
I know we're walking, but he's like, oh, I don't care. Get now, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And nobody likes to be talked to that way. And it really, so that's why I always used to tell my guys, I was like, listen, we're not catching them at their best. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, like, be cool.
Yeah.
It's not really that difficult, you
Yeah.
know, which is why a lot of times I'd have to kind of step in and be like, yeah, I got this one. You know what I mean? And then it's like, hey, bud, I got you, man. Let me take you out the side door. Come on, you're good.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so it is more you want to lead with the
Your head.
spoonful of sugar than
Yes.
than anything else.
Helps
to get
the
people,
medicine go down.
Yes.
Yeah.
What has been the most?
Instead of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
You don't want to be an XBL douchebag to everybody. Yeah. Trying to just get people going where they need to go.
That's a good fucking line right there, dude. XBalidocious. I'm using that.
You can keep it.
Okay, that was great.
What was the worst person that you ever had come into the bar? The worst. I'm going to assume it is a guy, but it could be man or woman.
I mean, I got a couple.
Okay.
Probably a Wednesday. I think it was like a Wednesday night, which was pretty slow. So a lot of times we would on slower days, which were typically Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
Because so Monday you still had people in town that thought it was cheaper to fly out on Monday late.
Sure.
And then Thursday had people getting in town early for the weekend. So Tuesday, Wednesday were usually the slowest
Threading the
days.
needle.
So Wednesday, it was a slow, but we would close a floor. So the second floor was closed. We had 3 floors. Second floor was closed. You know, this guy comes. I didn't see him come in. I had no idea who he was. Goes up to the 3rd floor. Bartender kind of gives security a heads up, like, this guy's really drunk and he's just saying some, you know, he's trying to, you know, tell us who he is and all of that kind of stuff.
Oh, like I'm somebody in this bar.
Let's just kind of keep an eye on him. Turns out this guy, so he was a rep for BMI.
Okay. And for
he's-
if you don't live in Nashville, BMI is
I don't know what it stands for, but it's music publication.
Broadcast Music Incorporated.
Yeah.
Along.
Yeah, there's BMI and there's ASCAP. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So this guy's he's a rep for BMI, and this one's for you, pal. And so he is throwing that around.
All right.
You know, he's kind of saying, I'm here to talk to, you know, some of your musicians and blah, blah, blah. And so the musicians are like, hey, you know, kind of let this guy, you know, do what he wants to do. So I'm outside of the front door. We had a hot dog cart outside of the front door.
Nice.
which had an umbrella, and it's not raining.
Okay.
That should kind of tell you where we're going.
I'm getting ahead of you a little bit.
And all of a sudden, there's like just this kind of spray coming off the umbrella. And I look up, and this guy's in a full suit on the balcony, the third floor balcony, corner balcony, which is facing everything on Broadway, the corner balcony. And he's up there just letting it rip.
Wow.
Just letting it rip.
Just peeing onto the hot dog stand.
Correct. And indirectly onto me. We get him to the front door, and this guy is, I was going to say pissed off, but probably that.
He was pissed off.
Like
you were pissed on.
Yeah, he was exactly.
Yeah.
Good. That was ex-Biala. Good.
Thank you.
So this he's mad at me. And at this point I've been pissed on.
Was he trying to write his name on the sidewalk? Why is he mad at you?
He's mad at me because he's being kicked out of the bar.
Gotcha.
And he's doing do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know what I do? Like, I know the owner of this place, all this kind of stuff. But we're not messing around at this point. I mean, this guy was not just pissing on our hot dog cart, which got onto me, but there's other customers down there. So we got, there's multiple.
Right. Were customers
multiple pissed on people.
Oh, just regular patrons of this bar.
Just hanging out, and they're like, oh my God, what is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's up there.
That's bad. The balcony element of the downtown bars seems like a problem a lot.
Ask Morgan Wallen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
So are people throwing stuff off the balcony all the time? Is stuff just because it feels almost like a hazard to the people below? Pee is not fun, but it's also not fatal.
Pee is not fun, but it is not fatal. Some people
I say that
apparently enjoy it.
He was charging tickets.
Wet work.
Yeah.
So we definitely had to do a thing where we had security guards specifically stationed at each door.
So
on the
for
balconies.
each floor, you have a security.
Yeah.
And their job is to be like, is something going to go flying off this balcony?
Correct. Not only would you have security on that floor, but you'd have like the balconies covered. And then, I mean, there was a point where, we had, it's like iron kind of gates on the balcony, right?
Okay.
Just like you would on a deck or something like that. And things could be, a beer can, a plastic cup, things could be kicked underneath it accidentally.
Sure.
So the other manager and I, who I referred to earlier, we're like, listen, we need some sort of, 2 foot high
block
that keeps things from going off of the balcony.
Did you ever have something
we did do that,
dangerous go flying off the balcony?
Yeah. It just reminded me of a story which is like is not funny at all. But
lay it on me, baby.
I wasn't.
It's almost funny. It's not all the way funny.
Oh, thank God. This. I wasn't working this night, but we had a person go over.
A person
who passed away on impact. Yeah. This is a horrible story. I don't feel like I'm bringing stuff down. 23-year-old kid who was planking on the balcony and
third floor.
Third floor.
Yeah,
I wasn't there, but I don't blame it on anybody that was there. And he planks and he goes over the side and died on impact.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty messed up.
But I'm sure that's not the only time that's happened downtown.
No, I'm sure it's not. I mean, there's been all kinds of unfortunate situations with, security and holding somebody down and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. But I'm telling you, those guys don't have, for the vast majority of those guys downtown, they don't have bad intentions. They're not trying to do anything. And really,
from a security angle, you're talking about?
Correct.
Right.
And then when you feel like everything's coming at you, and it's like you're just trying to keep the rest of the patrons safe and yourself safe.
I don't know what you're referring to as to security holding people down. What is this phenomenon?
Well, there was one. I mean, after I was done on Broadway, there was one that was one of a guy that worked for us previously, and he was involved in an incident where I mean, this patron went just absolutely nuts, and they were struggling. I mean, the guy more than likely on something to where he had that crazy strength and was just going nuts. So, I mean, it takes like 4 guys to actually, subdue the guy and hold him down, all this kind of stuff. And he ends up dying,
Because in the chaos of the moment, you're saying there's so much going on. It can be
correct. And I think that, that particular case, I think they did find fault with some of the security guards involved, which is, none of those guys want to do that.
No. They're not starting the day hoping that happens. Well, it takes a very specific person to be good at security in that situation. If you were going to give me like your top 3 traits of, I'm going to be working security downtown Broadway, you're hiring them. What are the top 3 traits you're looking for in somebody?
Calm.
Okay.
Just calm, steady. Funny is a good one.
Funny?
Yeah. Or almost. Funny.
Almost funny. So because that diffuses the tension.
Correct.
So you didn't say big.
No, because security in a bar like that doesn't win with one guy on one guy. They win with numbers.
Gotcha.
A lot of times, and I probably did this more than I should have or should have needed to. I would get once it had started, and it was getting nasty. I would a lot of times appear on the scene and be the one to actually kind of talk some sense into the guy, which you're not necessarily talking sense into them, but it's like, I mean, shit, a lot of times I'd be like, look, I can't hear you. Come here. I can't hear you. Come here. I can't hear you. And before they know it, I'm like, I can't hear you. Come here. And then we're out the door.
Oh, you just coax them.
Correct.
By saying it's loud in here.
Yeah, it's loud. It's loud. I can't hear what you're saying. I want to hear what you're saying, and then, you can get them out the door. Or a lot of times, somebody who's able to just kind of connect with them in some sort of certain way, like, look at their sweatshirt, like, man, I love Kentucky basketball, bro. Come on, don't do this,
Yes.
Somebody that's able to de-escalation is just what people look for in police officers and all that kind of stuff.
Similar skill sets needed.
100%. 100%. Well, because you're going to need that security guard before you need the cop.
Yeah.
And
you're the first line of defense.
And if your security guard's good enough, then maybe you don't need that cop.
Well, then flip it. Give me the top 3 traits in a security downtown that would be the worst to have. What are the worst things a guy can be bringing to the table?
I mean, let's say, live in the gym, steroid kind of, just aggressiveness. Aggressiveness. And, just the antithesis of one of the other things I said, a lack of sense of humor.
Oh.
If the guy's gonna, I can't tell you how many times, I laughed my ass off at somebody that made an insult to me that was spot on, just hilarious, like laugh at it. It's funny.
So if somebody is engaging with you and that's a patron of the bar and they are being a little antagonistic, if you have a sense of humor about yourself, it's all about not escalating the situation, it sounds like.
It's all de-escalation.
Yeah.
Every single bit of it.
It's almost like the wild, like for humans.
Yeah.
Where you're seeing so many people because it's a high quantity of people.
Yeah.
And everyone's crammed together. Then you're adding alcohol and you're adding the element of it's late at night too. So everything that's making people like the animal version of themselves, the most base version. And then you're trying to be like, and we're trying to keep human domesticated standards upheld at all times.
Yeah.
And that's your job.
That's very well put.
Well,
that was my job.
A brief summation, yes. Dang.
It was my job.
I wanted to ask you about misconceptions people have of downtown Broadway. Like what's going on behind the scenes at these bars that people are milling in and out of that they have no idea is actually going on?
They probably don't realize that. I don't know. They probably don't realize like the entire staff of those bars. At least when I was down there, everybody was on the legal coke, basic Adderall. Man, they were all chewing Adderall like crazy and just hyper fixated on whatever. I mean, to the point where you could always tell where somebody was just like, and they wouldn't stop talking. And you're like, enough, man. Like,
So that's just part of the culture down there.
it seemed to be. It seemed to be, to the point where I told my staff, the barback staff anyway, a couple of times, like not the security staff, but the security staff, we were very strict on. Everybody's very strict on their security staff.
But for servers and barbacks and bartenders, it didn't really make a difference. They're just doing their job on hyperdrive.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Doing their job on hyperdrive is exactly the right way to put it, because there were some times where, I'd tell somebody, I'd be like, look, don't yell at the new guy. You are jacked up on Adderall, whether you're going to admit it to me or not.
Right.
You are on a performance-enhancing drug. Quit yelling at him because he's not.
What were they getting upset over? Just they're slacking?
They weren't slacking, but they just weren't moving as fast, or they weren't as familiar with the job. They weren't carrying enough. 4 cases of beer through 250 people while live music is going on, and sometimes you're going down 3 flights of stairs carrying 4 cases of beer.
Wow. It's physically exhausting.
Physically exhausting. Like those boys are strong. I mean, you're getting ice, you're getting trash, it's.
Is there a monetary
and
incentive?
nobody on Broadway does canned beer, which would be so much easier for the barback. It's all bottled beer.
It's all bottles.
So many stitches, man. So many people.
Oh, because they're
like
breaking
a trash
them.
can, that would tip over or whatever, and just broken glass, and it's dark and it's loud.
Why aren't they doing cans?
Because that particular owner just won't do it.
Gotcha. And he owns a lot of them, and so everybody's just doing bottles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea. That gentleman I have, he's done some very good things for Nashville. He's done some very good things for his employees, especially during COVID. But he's also, it's old school. I mean, he refers to himself as the Honky Tonk Godfather, And it's
How many does he own down there?
4 plus an establishment on 3rd and Demumbrian.
Yeah.
Plus a country club outside of town.
Okay.
Plus 2 marinas on Center Hill Lake. Plus a private jet. Plus like all kind of stuff.
How did he get his start? Where is this all money coming from?
This is one of those stories that's like, you hear a lot of stories.
Okay.
So I don't. He bought a particular very famous honky tonk on Broadway in the early 90s. Seems like maybe for a song and a dance, and then he is credited with kind of turning Broadway around and kind of into what it is now. And that may be true.
Yeah.
That may be true.
Okay.
I mean, there's all kinds of stories about this particular fella. I don't know.
The way you're saying
which
it
ones
is
are
making
true.
it sound like maybe they're not. Do you have stories of you personally can verify?
I know that this particular owner's son was banging one of my barback's wives, and at the Christmas party, the first ever Christmas party that I was involved with, that kind of came to a head, and I was just trying to break the fight up. And so I did break the fight up. And then because, so the owner's son kind of gets in my face, and he's like, because I'm telling him, get the fuck out of here. It's the Christmas party. What are you doing? All this kind of shit. I didn't really know what I was involved in at the point.
Sure.
And he gets in my face and he goes, "Who the fuck are you to talk to me this way?" And
I work for BMI. I'm going to pee on this hot dog stand.
Right, seriously, man. Let me get my raincoat. But I said, I'm the guy with the keys in my pocket to your investment.
Yeah.
And this shouldn't be fucking happening. So eventually he walks on down the street. But then, I go back in with my head of security to lock up the building. Party's over. Like, wow, what a way to end a Christmas party. But go to lock up the building. It's just me and my head of security and somebody, I'll just say somebody with keys to that building that wasn't me.
Yeah.
Came to the front door, opened it up, came in with another gentleman
Okay.
who was actually under 21, shouldn't have been at the party anyway. And so the guy with the keys walks over to my head of security and goes, "Just let it happen." And the guy who came with him walks up to me, and I was allowed to watch the video of this, and I'm sitting there I'd had it at this point, and I'm screaming this guy up and down. And the whole time I'm yelling at him, he's rolling his sleeves up. And I'm like, "You shouldn't even be here," and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. And the guy hauls off and just tries to clock me.
Okay.
And I got my hand up like just in time. So he did kind of get me in the back of the head. And then I just kind of throated him and got down on top of him. And the gentleman with the keys said to my head of security, goes, "Well, that was quick." But it wasn't quite over. We kind of scramble around on the floor for a while. And all
Who
this
is
kind of
fighting
stuff.
you?
I still don't know who he was, but he was the son of the owner sent this guy
To go rough you up.
to go do that. Because I was the new guy, and who was I to talk to him that way?
Whoa.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was my first, well within my first year of working there. And I lasted, 10 years after that. So
Wow.
it's weird. But when I say there were things that I wasn't necessarily okay with or didn't feel good about, that's true.
Nasty Christmas. That's not what you're.
Yeah. I mean, I got to work the next morning. I had to work the next morning. And I got to work, and I still had that long, beautiful hair, if you remember from earlier.
Yes.
And there was a lock of my hair blowing around on the sidewalk outside
So you guys
of the
tangled.
Oh, it was the full on, yeah. I mean, he threw, I got him, I was on top of him, but then there was a struggle. I mean, we knocked into tables, stools fell off because we turned the stools upside down on the tables. Stools fell off the table, and the metal ring around the stool hit me in the back of the head. I mean, I was probably concussed.
Wow.
For sure. But I mean, it was nasty. It was nasty.
And you kept working
then,
there. That's wild to me that you didn't see that as a.
I loved my one guy who I always had to tell myself I work for this guy, not that guy. And I loved him. I still do. But that was nasty, man. It was like I probably should have known.
It's crazy.
I probably should have known. But the money was good, and
Yeah.
there was also fun times, and got to be a part of a lot of cool stuff. Well, the big guy himself liked me a lot.
Sure.
Always did.
Sure.
And I was always like, this is weird, but I had some sort of connection with him. I remember he was trying to fix a fan one time. He was just doing a walkthrough, and this fan was pissing him off, and he was trying to fix it. And nobody knew what he was talking about. And I carry a multi-tool on my belt at all times.
Beautiful. Thought you were going to shoot us all.
No, oh God, not me. Not me. And I helped him fix this fan. Nobody knew what he was talking about. I went and helped him fix this fan. And I think ever since then, he was just like, "Man, I like that guy. I like that guy."
He was a fan.
Yeah. His son, however, because I wouldn't bow to the prince of Broadway.
Yeah.
I think he hated me. I think he's the biggest piece of shit I've ever met in my entire life.
Nice. Well,
100%.
the Nepo babies are always hard to mess with.
I've heard he's grown up. So good for him.
Hey, here's to you, whoever you are. This one's
Here's
for
to you. You know who you are.
That's great. I did want to touch on this before we got out of here, and you don't have to name any names you don't want to name. But were there ever any celebrity encounters?
Yeah. I mean, gosh. So, Good Morning America shot there a couple of times. Good Morning Football shot there a couple of times during the NFL draft.
Oh, that's fun.
Jake Owen did a music video there.
I don't know who that is, but that sounds, he's probably must be a music guy.
He was a college football player that has parlayed that into a country music career. But he's actually seems like a really good guy. He's from Tennessee, from the Nashville area.
Got it.
Luke Bryan, who is he's one of the only ones that I like. I actually kind of met and like helped him to do some stuff, or just basically showed him where to go and whatnot. Super nice guy, and I hate his music so much. But he's such a nice guy. But I hate his music so much. And we had this. We had a life-size like poster of Luke Bryan on the door to the ladies' restroom, and I'd always be like, "Hey girl, you need to take a shit? Come on in here, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, take a shit.
Impression.
Take a shit with Luke Bryan, girl. Come on." We'll send that on down the Flint River, girl. Come on.
That's good.
And then he ends up coming in, and I'm just like, oh my God. And everybody knew how I felt about him. So I've got this video on my phone of him being super nice and me just being like, the girl's like that's videoing. It's like videoing me just being frustrated.
Well, they always say don't meet your
Super nice
heroes.
guy.
Also, don't meet your anti-heroes.
Oh no, because he
It'll
was
ruin it
great.
the other way.
No, I would. Yeah, I would love to hang out with him. I'm just a super nice guy.
Oh.
Sheryl Crow came in and did a video shoot there for CMT, and
But the celebrities are all in their best behavior.
well, here's the funny thing about her, and I love her, by the way. I think she's a great singer, great songwriter. Seems like a cool person, but we gave her. Pardon me.
You're good.
We gave her our VIP room to like use as a green room, and there's no camera in there. I mean, we didn't have a camera in there. She seemed to think that we would have a camera in there.
Okay.
So she gets a couple of her assistants, leaves the green room, comes right out in front of the green room, which is in kind of a back hallway, and has them hold up like tablecloths around her while she's changing. And directly above her head is a camera.
Oh, so she left the green room to go
left
change?
the green room because she thought we had a camera in there, and then she changed directly into the camera. Which I never saw it. Okay, I never saw it. I don't know anybody that did see it. I don't think
We
that
burned
exists.
the footage.
Yeah, I don't think that exists. I really don't. But it's just hilarious because like there was no camera.
You
in
created a problem.
there. Yeah, you did that to yourself.
Oh,
you know what I
man.
mean? It was like, oh,
Brother, let's move into the bonus round if
Ooh.
you've got time for it.
I do.
I like to ask everyone a couple of the same questions and see different answers we get from different guests.
Okay.
Is there a movie that has changed your life?
Just one?
Well, see, people go one of two ways. They go, I can't think of any, or they go, how could I narrow it down to just one?
I feel like, I feel like it's hard to narrow it down, but there may be Rocky 3
Nice.
early in life. Rocky 3, but followed immediately with Rocky 4, though, because I saw that in the theater, and I mean, it was such a USA. I mean, he's fighting the Russian that killed Apollo Creed. Like, it was intense. But in Rocky 3, Mickey dies.
Yep.
And it's like that's I don't know, man. That was brutal for me. And then he fought back. And also, I mean, you can't deny Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
Was where that movie, that song came out with that movie.
Musically
Amazing.
significant, overcoming adversity.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And we love the Rocky
It was
universe.
amazing, man. He throws his motorcycle helmet at the statue. It's like there was angst.
Yeah, man.
Loved it. My son just turned 10 years old for his birthday. Like we did other stuff or whatnot, but I let him have 3 friends spend the night. Like pick a movie.
Yep.
It's wind down time. He picks Rocky 1.
All right.
Okay. My 10-year-old son, Rocky 1. It's like Oscar, like Best Picture for 1977. I'm like, Nolan, that's extremely boring for most of the movie. It's great for adults, but I'm like, I don't know if they're going to. He's like, I don't care. Watch the whole thing, man. These kids were glued to it. And then,
Really?
so they're
Even
all
with
Rocky
the attention
fans.
spans of today,
Yeah.
there's something about great cinema that captures you.
Undeniable.
There's
Yeah.
something about Sylvester Stallone,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like in the second movie when
It's
when
right away
Rocky's
he's
like, I'll
drinking
call
eggs.
you. And the guy goes, oh, you got a phone? He goes, no, I'll just go, hey, yo. But yeah, Rocky 3 was the big one.
Love that. All right.
I'll go with that.
Rocky 3 is what we're putting on the list. I like
Rocky
that.
3.
And then if you had one quality you could give to your kids, your grandkids, a niece, a nephew, any young person in your life, if you could just give them one quality as a gift, what would the quality be?
That's a tough one. A musical ability.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just go with that.
That's great.
I mean, it just so that, they could play an instrument or sing something to their kids. I mean, there's 2 songs that nobody will ever hear except for my wife and my children. And I've wrote both of my kids, and just spur of the moment, but when they were babies, a night song for my son, a night song for my daughter.
Yep.
And it's like they'll never be recorded. That's something that connects. So yeah, it connects. So musical ability in some way, shape, or form, because that connects. I think it comes back to what we talked to earlier. It's like that might be the only thing that I get to leave behind for my kids. So I think that's a hell of a gift. And if I could pass that along to them, which I think they both have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What a great note to end on. Where can we find you, or do you have anything you'd like to promote?
I am going to release an EP. The first thing I've released since I left California. It's going to be a 3-song EP. It'll be at J.Emery Music. The producer and I will have it on Spotify and all streaming services.
Perfect.
Within the next couple of months. The EP is called Ladybug.
Nice.
And so, yeah, that'll be out.
That's great.
It'll be nice to get something out there. I've been daddying and doing all that stuff for 12 years now. So it'll be nice to release something.
Getting back to music.
Yeah.
Super
Absolutely.
fascinating conversation.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there might be one more thing before we get off
There is
camera.
one more thing. There is one more thing. I would like to present you.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Scoring champ. This is
Yes.
referring, of course, to the fantasy football league that we are both in.
Absolutely.
With my wife's family. I was the scoring champ. I was also the league champ.
Yeah.
Hold that up for the camera, right where your face is.
Right here. The scoring champ and the league champ. I'm a fantasy football wizard.
He is. I was the league champ the year before, and Judson was the year before that. I believe
Something
right?
like
because you were or you were supposed to deliver the belt to me or whatever.
The belt has lived in Nashville for a while.
The belt resides in Nashville, Hayden.
Everybody else is in Atlanta. Now you're going back to Atlanta, so you're never going to see this belt again.
We dominate.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
It's basically what happens when Judson and I get together.
What a great note to get out on.
Absolutely.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
What a champ.
We'll see you guys next time on Almost Funny.
Thanks, Hayden. Thanks, Judson.
Yeah, of course, man.
You're welcome.
Woo! We did it.